Immersion in tabletop role-playing games. Let me define what I mean by that. It's that moment when players are inside of their mind, inside of their imagination. They're focused on the game. They are listening intently to the game master and then responding in-game. They're very active. Things are going very smooth. If you were 10 feet behind this player and said their name, it's not that they can't hear you, they just wouldn't be paying attention. It's the type of immersion a sports player would get into. They're running around, doing the sport with their friends. There is somebody calling their name. It's not that they can't hear that person. They are just so focused on what they are doing that it doesn't, go inside of their head. It doesn't input. Or that moment when you're watching that movie. You're really into what's going on. Who's around the corner? What are they going to say? Somebody, across the room is saying your name. You don't take it in. You're focused on the movie. That is what I am talking about when I talk about immersion in tabletop role-playing games. It is simply the player inside of their mind, deep in the imagination, taken in the description, painting everything in front of them, seeing their character, listening to dialogue from other characters, non-player characters, intently listening to the game master when something is explained. It is the type of energy that even the onlooker can see and hear. In my opinion, anything that harms that drags a player out of their imagination and tries to artificially replace it with something else, that is wrong. I know you're not supposed to say that, but I say that is wrong. All other tools that you use in the game should be to benefit that, should be to aid that, should be to help that. Because in my opinion, anything less than that is worse. Why do I say that? Because the immersion I am talking about, to me, that's the magic. That's the drug of what we are doing. And when a player touches it, that is all they seek going forward, and they compare every other experience to that. It is what inspires people to stay in this hobby for decades, because they are always seeking that once they had it. And it's our little secret until somebody from the outside comes in, tries one of these games, and finally has that moment. How you get there, there's many ways to get there. Doesn't matter. It could even be your first session with a terrible game master, because sometimes players can strangely get themselves into that immersed zone no matter what you're doing, especially new players. Then there are some people out there that will just disagree with me that have not had this experience. They don't know what they're missing out on. To them, what they're doing is good enough. And that's fine by me. You have fun. But what I would also say to them is, if they put down everything that gets in the way of the thing I'm talking about, and they just humor me, try it out, take the game serious, get to that immersed zone, and see if I'm full of shit. In my opinion, once you've been to the top of the mountain, it's not so impressive to go to the top of the hill. Okay, that's my opinion. What's yours? I hope I helped somebody out there. For now, take care.